Hey everyone, welcome to the Different Fins channel, and welcome to another fishing and backcountry camping video. As you know, my preferred style is to explore new waters, find an untouched campsite to set up shop for the day or two that I'll be spending on the lake. This video, however, is going to be slightly different. Usually when I'm camping, it is just to find a spot, leave it disturbed as little as possible so that when I leave, nature can take over. But what I really want to do is find a site close to home that I could return to once or twice per year and really develop the site to the way I want it. Using satellite imagery, aka Google Earth, I have located a few islands that look like they have potential for a new campsite. I'll have to see them in person to make the final decision. There are three things that I really need to make my campsite. Number one is good access. I got to be able to land, pull the kayak up on shore easily, safely. The second thing is trees. Need a few good sturdy trees the right distance apart to hang my hammock. And number three is a wide open, flat, rocky outcrop where I can make a fire pit, make it safe. So if I see those three things, I'll think I'll have a winner. There you go, fish on. What's the first fish going to be of the trip? Very predictable. Mr. Pike. Always got to start with Mr. Pike. There we go. Oh, nice. Oh, it popped off. Perfect. This guy's lucky day. I'm not planning on doing any catch and cooks or shore lunch. I brought some different food. Any other time, he'd be ending up in the oil. Lucky walleye. There we go. Oh. Species number 3. Pike, walleye, and smallmouth. Yeah, buddy. There we go. Early morning smallmouth. Late September. It is the last weekend of September. Ooh. Feels nice. Woo. That's a nice bass. Oof. Looks like a 6-pounder, maybe bigger. Not often I get excited about a bass. That is huge. Oh, in and out of the net. Come on, baby. Caught me a grouper. Oh, oh, that's heavy. Oh my God. That is the biggest bass I've ever seen in my life. Pretty sure. Oh my goodness. Look at this bass. That is huge. Like I said, I've caught so many 21-inch bass up to 22 inches. That might be the biggest bass I've ever seen in my life. Wow. Okay. There we go. That is absolutely huge. It's got to be well over 7 pounds. Wow. I'm approaching my first island on my list of islands to check out. Not this big one right here, but this little guy. Looks like it has some nice trees on it. The shoreline isn't too steep. I was worried about that because this is a rather rocky lake. I don't know if I can just find a good boat access and a spot for a fire pit. Who knows? Might get lucky on the first one. Actually, looks like it has some good spots to stand and fish from if I wanted to do some shore fishing. Eventually I'll have a network of trails on the island if this is the one I choose. A lot of nice rocky flats to make a fire pit. I wouldn't be surprised if there wasn't already a pit or two on here. Looks like a good spot for a shore lunch. Yeah, I think this is going to be our access right here. Awesome. Now this is looking really good. Let's get set up. Now this is mint. There's already a table here with a grill, campfire. I imagine this is where tourists would come. The local guides would take them here to cook their walleye. But since I'm going to be camping here mostly early in the year and in the fall, because I don't like summer, I don't think I'll be interfering much. There's a couple jack pine trees right here that have a good diameter, should be nice and rigid. I'm just going to clean up some of these branches and hang the hammock right here. I might eventually find a better spot on the island, but for now, it'll do. Before I cut any unnecessary branches, because these pine trees are green and alive, I laid the hammock out just to make sure that the distance between the tree trunks was good, would work. Yeah, I think it's gonna do. So I'm gonna just 5 feet down or so, I'm gonna take off the branches, and that's where I'm gonna be set up. Some of these lower branches are dead anyway, but I'm gonna have to take a couple green ones. It is what it is. Well, it's midday. Got the hammock all set up. I think I'm gonna make a fire and cook a few smokies. You may notice the hammock looks a little different than in my past videos. There's no rainfly. Yesterday I looked at the hourly forecast and I couldn't believe it, but it says each hour has 0% probability of precipitation. So there's a good chance I can go to sleep and not wake up wet. Just cooking up a couple smokies here. Keeping it simple on this trip. The main task was to find an island to camp on. Now that I've done that, I could return here one day, perhaps with the family. Maybe pitch a tent over there. It's a nice soft flat area. Put the hammock back up and elaborate on the cooking. But for now, just enjoying the simple pleasures in life. For September, end of September, this is a pretty hot day. I'm going through my water pretty quick. I only brought 2 bottles. The other one's a little bit bigger, but burned through one already. Not to fear. I brought my platypus quick draw filter. It'll filter out any bacteria in the water, making it safe to drink. I'll just take my little 1 liter bag reservoir, collect some lake water. Place the filter on, threads on, just like that. Dirty side to the water. When you pop this cap off, that is the filtered, the clean side. You see the difference? That's the dirty lake water. That's filtered. One thing I have noticed on this island, there are a lot of eagle feathers lying around. So, bald eagles, they like this island too. A quick little mini tour before I head out fishing again. There's my access, nice and shallow, great place to put the kayak. I love the bedrock, especially with the hammock. I don't need flat ground or soft ground. Beautiful fire pit. A table already here, probably left by some fishing guides. Has a shore lunch spot. There's another eagle feather that I found. Maybe somebody else will see it one day. Back here, a nice open area, lots of soft moss covering it. And check this out. One time somebody left an old cot, like a, I don't know, some kind of a box spring. They'd probably bring a mattress to put on there. Yeah. Someone called this home at one time. That is a big snail. There are a few around. Oh, the sun's gonna start going down soon. Fire's out. Camp's set up. I'm ready for night. Let's go fishing for a few hours. All right. Rock and roll. Three otters. Hi. Oh. There we go, got it. Whatever that was, it was kind of sucking on it. Big head shakes. I hope it's not an otter. Oh, another nice bass. Land of the big bass. Gotcha. Oh, it's heavy. Same as the other one. Oh, and it just popped out. Oh. Oh. Another tank. I don't think it's as big as that first one, but still. Just a quick look at it. Nice bass. Wow. Oh boy. That's a heavy fish. Like, that's all of 6 pounds. Probably an inch or two shorter than the first one. Still, absolute beast. Nice. Nice. Oh. Well, there's my island. Fishing was a little slow this evening. It was actually better in the morning on my way here. But I did, tie into a couple of bass, including one really nice one. It's just so peaceful and relaxing out here. I'm gonna go back, get a fire going, and just basically do nothing for the next few hours. Then crawl into the hammock. It'll cool off nice tonight. I should get a really good sleep. Just using my Zoleo Satcom to send the wife a good night message. I'm gonna stay up a little while, let the fire burn right out. It's such a clear night. I gotta stay up a bit and watch the stars. I imagine they're gonna be epic. Plus I don't see a moon, so. New moon, clear sky. Doesn't get much better than that. Good morning, everyone. The stars were pretty epic last night. As soon as there was no more light on the horizon, everything just popped. All the stars became crystal clear. I could see the Milky Way galaxy. It was pretty awesome. I did wake up about 3:30 in the morning, and even without my glasses on, I just happened to look out here through the screen, and I saw the constellation of Orion. It was sweet. Like, just, kind of half awake, half dreaming, opened my eyes, and there it was. I could tell right away. But yeah, it's just about that time. I'm going to get up and make some tea. It's starting to get light out. Found some birch bark. And in case you're wondering, no, it wasn't from a live tree. It's actually from a stump that a beaver cut down. All right, guys, camp is packed up. All my stuff is back in the kayak. And when you find a campsite, you want to leave it in the condition you found it, or better, right? So I say it looks pretty clean. Whenever the guides come back to do their shore lunch, they'll be happy, I'm sure. All right, I'm gonna jump in the kayak. Everything's in there, loaded up. It's a few hours fishing back to my landing, so let's go. Well, let's see what we catch today. Yesterday was decent. I caught a few pike, walleye, some really nice bass. Oh, that one could have been a new personal best. I'll never know because I didn't bring my bump board. No way to measure it. So one could always speculate what it was, but it was huge. I don't think I've ever seen a bass that big. But yeah, I'm out here camping. I'm not fishing for sport. So that's when the big one shows up, right? Okay. Let's head back to the landing. I'm starting to get a little hungry. I didn't mention that I did bring a lot of snacks. I got some crispers and mixed nuts. I've been just chewing on over the weekend. That's all I've really had besides the Smokies. But this was going to be a quick trip. Because I wasn't cooking too many meals, so wanted to save time cooking, more time fishing and exploring and setting up camp. Fish on. I figured working the shoreline with a few casts would help. Because I haven't caught anything yet. Looks like a bass. Oh yeah. It's been a very bassy camping trip. He's pulling me in the shore. Oh yeah. Gotta love that. Not as big as the other two, but still a nice quality fish. Come on. Got him. Oh yeah. You know the water's warm. The water dripping onto my toes, like it literally feels warm. Warmer than the air, that's for sure. There we go. Another nice one. Yeah, that's about a 3.5, 4 pounder. Just a minnow compared to the other ones I got. But I'll take it. Good fight. The finder, it basically recorded the fight with the fish. That's funny. There we go. Little pike. Oh, baby bass. Guess they all can't be big, right? Little cutie, aren't ya? Those ferns growing on the rock are pretty cool. It's hard to believe how green it is right now. This is the last weekend of September. Today's Sunday. Tuesday's the 1st of October. And the ferns are green. Most of the trees still have all their leaves. Wild. That was cool. Oh, I love those instant hits. Like that fish had to have seen the lure flying through the air. How else would he hit so fast? Oh. Come on, you. Another solid bass. Yep. Another nice bass. Solid. Oh, that water is so warm. Oh, man. Now that is one twisted up pine tree. Looks like a bonsai. Crazy. It's still alive. Whew. Little pike. Well, last corner. Then I'll be back at the landing. Oh, it's so nice out, but it is getting windy. Last night as I went to bed, I could hear the faintest, the lapping of the waves on the rocks. I could hear otters playing in the water. There was a beaver that was chewing a log for about a half hour. But when the wind died right off, everything went silent. I swear if a frog farted outside my hammock, I would have heard it. Yeah, it was a different experience, that's for sure. Well, I made it back to shore. Kayak's all loaded up. Is that island going to be my permanent campsite near home? Well, I'm not too sure about that. Yes, it did check off all the boxes on my list. It had great kayak access, nice trees to hang the hammock, and it already had a fire pit. There's two reasons why I think I'm going to keep searching. Number one is the fire pit. That means that spot is used probably by some fishing guides. And if I ever wanted to camp there in the summertime, I would not want to be there relaxing and then have a guide show up with his clients looking for a place to cook his food, right? Second reason is that island is very close to some narrows that separate two main parts of the lake. And during the busy season, that could be, just full of boat traffic. Wouldn't be very peaceful. It was this round because it was so late in the season. But I'll return there next year. And what I'm going to do is go straight to that island, because I know it now, set up camp. And while I'm fishing, I'm going to continue to look for another spot with similar features, but a little bit more off the beaten trail, right? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Cheers, tight lines, everyone.